Hello, this is Geometry, topic 7-5, more on arc length and area of sectors. So we want to find the length of the arc indicated and the area of the sector bound by that arc. We're just using the same formulas that we were using back in 7-4, which those formulas are x over 360 equals the arc length over 2 pi r, and x over 360 equals the area of the sector over pi r squared. So our arc length, if this is 120, that means it's 120 over 360 equals our arc length over 2 pi r, 2 times 30 pi, which is simply 60 pi. We cross multiply and divide. 120 times 60 divided by 360. L equals 20 pi. And 120 over 360 equals my area over 30 squared pi, which is 900 pi. Cross multiply and divide. 120 times 900 divided by 360 equals 300 pi. So that's example 1. Let's go ahead and move on to example number 2. Well, this is 90. That means there's going to be 90 over 360 equals my length over 2 times 12 pi, which is 24 pi. We cross multiply and divide. 90 times 24 divided by 360 equals 6 pi. And 90 over 360 equals my area over 12 squared pi, which is 144 pi. Cross multiply and divide. 90 times 144 divided by 360 equals 36 pi. Well, now let's look at example number 3. We want to find the area of the shaded region. Well, let's figure out what this region is. Well, there's a couple ways I can find out. I could find the area of a half circle, find the area of the triangle, and subtract. I could find the area of the arc and find the area of the triangle and subtract. Either way, they pretty much amount to the same thing. My arc here is 180 degrees out of 360 degrees. Now the area of my circle is, well, this whole thing is 20. That means that this is 10 squared pi, which is 100 pi. We cross multiply and divide. 180 times 100 divided by 360 equals 50. Pi. That's the area of my arc. I put a little C for circle right there. Now I need to find the area of this triangle. Well, this is a 30, 60, 90, so the hypotenuse is 20, which means the short leg is going to be half of that, which is 10. which means the long leg is going to be 10 on the square root of 3. This is going to be 10 times 10 on the square root of 3, all divided by 2, which comes out to 100 on the square root of 3 divided by 2, which equals 50 on the square root of 3. This is the area of my triangle. So the shaded region would be the area of my circle minus the area of my triangle, which is 50 pi minus 50 on the square root of 3. Again, we want to leave this in exact terms. Now, in case you needed to actually find out a real answer for this, you could put it in the calculator. I could go 50 pi minus 50 on the square root of 3. And I would get approximately 70.48. But this is the answer that I'm looking for. Let's go ahead and move on to example number 4. I want to find the area of this region. Well, this is 60 degrees. That means we're dealing with 60 over 360. An area, we're looking at 12 squared pi to get the area of the whole arc. Well, this is actually 144 pi. So we cross multiply and divide. 60 times 144 divided by 360 equals 24 pi. And now I need to figure out my triangle. Well, this is 12. That means this must be 12. And that means this is a 60-degree angle. And because this is isosceles, that means that these two angles must be the same. Well, there are 360 degrees. Sorry. In a triangle, there are 180 degrees. So 180 minus 60 equals 120. These must be the same. So 120 divided by 2 equals 60. So these are also 60 degrees. Now if everything's 60, that means it's an equilateral triangle. Everything is 12. So I cut this in half, turn this into 6, and this is now a 30, 60, 90. So this is 6, this is 12, and the height is 6 on the square root of 3. So my triangle would be 12 times 6 on the square root of 3 all over 2, which is 12 times 6 divided by 2 equals 36 on the square root of 3. And this is the area of my triangle. Well, simply, I need to do the area of my circle minus area of my triangle. So it is 24 pi minus 36 on the square root of 3. Let's go ahead and look at example number 5. Well, here I've got a completely different picture. In fact, I've got everything except for this little piece right here. Now it says that my diameter here is 12, which means that this radius must be 6. And that radius must be 6. And we looked up here when these were both 12 and a 60-degree angle. These are both 6 and a 60-degree angle. Means this piece is also 6. So I'm going to go ahead and find the area of this triangle. 3, 6, square root of 3. Area of my triangle is going to be 6 times 3, square root of 3, all over 2, which is 9, square root of 3. That would be the area of just this triangular piece. And the area of my sector, this sector that is created by those two radiuses. Okay. To do that, we need 60 over 360 equals area of my sector over 6 squared pi, which is 36 pi. Cross multiply and divide. 60 times 36 divided by 360 equals 6. Now, this is this sector right here. This belongs to that triangle. So if I take this and subtract that, I will get the white piece. So 6 pi minus 9 on the square root of 3 that's my white piece. Well, the shaded part is everything except the white piece. So that means 36 pi, which is the whole circle, minus 6 pi minus 9 on the square root of 3, which is the white part. Well, we'll go ahead and distribute this negative sign. So we get 36 pi minus 6 pi plus 9 on the square root of 3. And that gives us 30 pi plus 9 on the square root of 3. Now this was just one way to find the area of the shaded region. We also could have found the area of this arc and added the area of the triangle, and we would have got the same thing. This is mostly just plugging in formulas. You may have to look into how do I figure out a piece and sort it out. Take your time, look at your formula chart. Good luck, and have a good day.